So this is a Swift Freestyle S4 SB. I'm going to take you around the van and show you how it operates. In front of the van, the jockey wheel, hitch and handbrake will take you through in person here on site, and we'll demonstrate how this works as we hook up to the car. In the front locker, you've got 2 gas bottle tie downs to carry a maximum of 2 6-kilogram propane gas bottles at any time. And on the bulkhead of the caravan, you've got the gas regulator. We do have new gas pipe work available at £15 should you wish to have one. On the side of the caravan, you've got your heating and hot water flue. Basically does the same job as the flue on the side of your house, no difference at all there. And then you've got your wind down legs on either side at the front to stabilise the caravan while the caravan is on site. You'd make sure all the legs are down on the caravan at all times when you're using it. The purpose of handover, obviously because you've only been during the handover period, we haven't actually put all the legs down, but when you are on site and you sleep in the van, for instance, I would advise they're all down. Next up, we have our water pump connection. We have the connection here that goes into the side of the caravan, so you release it by pulling it out and push it into the side of the caravan to lock it in place. The pickup pipe itself drops down inside the aqua roll. We've then got the battery box with the mains power lead coming to the side of it. Also in this battery box you'll find the motor mover power switch, which will demonstrate in person, and as I said, we'll demonstrate them movers while you're here so you can see they are all operating correctly. Then got the 2 fridge vents. 2 fridge vents that are very simply there to allow hot air at the back of the fridge unit and to take some cool air in. Behind one of these is also a gas flue for when you're running the fridge on gas. Wheels will be torqued before you leave site, so you can see they've been tightened correctly, and we'll torque the wheel nuts to the correct manufacturer's spec of 120 Newton meters. On the side of the caravan, you'll also see you've got your 2 grey waste pipes, so the fresh water that goes in the front of the caravan comes back out down the side here. You put the 2 bits of grey pipe into the larger diameter holes on there, and you'll drop them down inside your waste master, and that is the waste water outlet. Then got your toilet flush tank, so you'll open this up and you'll put 3.5 litres of water in here and a cap full of the pink fluid prior to use. And in the bottom, you've got your toilet waste cassette. And to release the toilet waste cassette, you pull up the orange handle and pull the cassette towards you. The neck here turns out so you can tip the waste away. The grey cap is a measure for your pink and your blue fluid. And you put 1 litre of water in here and a cap full of the blue fluid prior to use. And on the back of the cassette, you've got an orange pressure relief button, so when you're tipping the waste away, it doesn't spit and sputter back at you. The orange handle here is so you can pull the cassette along, so if you pop that out, as you can see, then you'll be able to pull the cassette along. On the back of the caravan, again, you've got 2 wind down legs to stabilise the caravan, and they are just there for stabilising the van, as I said when we were looking at the front ones. On this side of the caravan at the rear, you've got a storage locker for underneath the bed at the rear of the caravan. Then coming down the front of the caravan, you've got a 3-pin socket so you can have power coming out to the awning on site. You've then got a storage access for underneath the front seats and a barbecue gas point and the last of your wind down legs. I'm going to go inside the caravan now. When we go inside, I'm just going to turn the radio down. So we're now on the inside of the caravan. I'm just going to turn the radio down, which should be on the other side. As you can see, that is working as it should. I'm just going to turn some lights on inside here. So the first thing we're going to look at is the control panel above the door. So this is the main control panel for the whole caravan. On the left hand side, you've got your leisure battery voltage. You've got your vehicle battery voltage on the other side. So essentially that will bring up a voltage when you're connected to the car. The car symbol will bring up an orange light and the caravan a green light when you connect to the car. And when you connect to the power on site and to the caravan at the same time, you'll have 2 green lights. Turn the power on for the caravan, you've got the button just here, so you press that button and the power will come back on. You've then got your water pump run on the left hand side here, which I'll take you through in a moment. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to come underneath the seat on the front right hand side to fill the water system up. You've already got the aqua roll connected on the outside, as you've seen. Then underneath the seat, we're going to need to make sure the yellow drain down valve is parallel with the floor as it is at the moment. So you're going to put that valve parallel with the floor and you'll be able to fill the water system up. So now that valve's parallel with the floor, if you want to drain the system down, it needs to be upright and pointing towards the bottom of the seat. You'll come over to every tap on board the caravan. You'll see I've already bled the water system and filled it up. However, this would normally be empty when you first turn the caravan on. And then to fill the system, you'll come over to the water pump button, hit the water pump button, and the system will start filling up. Once the water system is full, you'll have water running out of every tap continuously on board the caravan, and you bleed the water system on the hot side of the water system itself, so the hot water tank is completely full of water. Once it's full, as it is now, shut all the taps back off, so you do it on every tap on board the caravan, so the system is completely full, and then you top your aqua roll back up, so it's back up to 40 litres, and connect your waste tank on the outside. So with that water system full, you can start thinking about warming the water on board the caravan. So we're going to go over to the control panel for the heating and hot water now. The control panel above the door to the left of the master control panel is your control panel for the heating and hot water. I'm going to press the central button here, and you'll notice you've got 4 icons going along the top. Sorry, the screen's a little bit bright and it's not picking up the picture. There we go. So the one here on the left hand side is your room temperature for the caravan. To select it, you're going to press the central button, and then you can control the temperature by spinning the dial on the front here. Higher you go, the hotter the caravan will be internally. You're going to select 30 degrees, and that is what the caravan will start warming up to. If you want to warm the water on board the caravan, when you've got the campervan symbol flashing, you can spin the dial to the right hand side, then press the button in to select the water temperature. You've then got eco, hot, or boost. So the boost is for when you're showering on board the caravan, and it will work on gas or electric boost. So you can either select eco, hot, or boost to warm the water up on board the caravan. If you select the eco, that is what the water temperature will warm up to. So the eco is around 30 degrees, hot around 40 to 45 degrees, and boost for, like I said, for when you're showering on board the van. You'll then need to select the amount of power you have coming into the caravan, or the power source you want to use. So we'll spin the dial around to this option just here. So you'll have the option of gas on its own if you're off grid, so you can select gas and it will self-ignite on gas. Mix 1 is a combination of gas and 1000 watts of electric at the same time. Mix 2 is 2000 watts of electric and gas at the same time. Electric 1 is 1000 watts of power on its own, and electric 2 is 2000 watts of power on its own. So if you're on grid and you're on a site with mains power, you'd use the electric 1 to power, or electric 1 or electric 2 to power your heating and hot water systems, and it will save the gas in your bottle for cooking. You've then got your fan symbol on the end here for your blown air heating. So you've either got eco, high, or boost for your fan speed. If it's warming up, I would advise you use the boost, so it pumps more air around the caravan and warms the caravan up quicker. Down the bottom here, you've got 3 icons. You've got your controls for your heating and hot water control timer, which for this we do advise you read the manual for. The time on the control panel, you can set that there. I do advise you put a battery on the caravan prior to this, then it will keep the time in the control panel. Then you've got some advanced options on the right hand side here that again we advise you read the control panel for. The symbol just here lets you know you have mains power coming into the caravan. If you're not sure if you've got mains power coming into the caravan, if you come underneath the seat on the right hand side of the van, as it comes here, you'll find your 240 trip switches and your 12 volt fuses. You've got your master system shut down here, so you can isolate all the power on board the caravan. You've got your 12 volt fuses when you're running the caravan on the 12 volt supplies. Do advise you carry some spares with you of these. On the control panel here as well, on the right hand side, you've got your main charger option, so you need to have that on at all times to make the caravan run on 12 volt systems. Heating and hot water main power switch, you need to make sure you've got this on. We also advise having the spare switch, fuse on the end as well. If you're not sure if you've got mains power coming to the caravan, very simple way of checking it. Hit the test switch here. If this switch drops down, it means you have mains power coming in. If you hit the test switch and it doesn't drop down, it means you have no mains power coming into the caravan from the site you are on. 3 trip switches here are all labelled up with MCB 1, 2 or 3, and inside the door you'll notice it equates to the 1, 2 and 3 on the side here, and it tells you what each set of fuses is for, and the same as your 12 volt fuses down here. I'm just going to have to press the power button again as we've tripped the power on the van. Just select the power source again on the heating. And we'll just turn the radio back down as well. Next up is the fridge. Now the fridge is very simple to use. You've got power on. Press and hold. On the right hand side here, you've got a screen that indicates whether you want to run the fridge on gas, 12 volt or mains power. You press and hold the grey button here to select the power source you want to use. Start flashing. You can then use the arrows to select the power source. So for instance, if you want to use mains power and you're on grid, you can select the mains, and then you can control the temperature of the fridge when it starts flashing the icons on the right hand side here. And to select the temperature, again, you'll hit the grey button, and that will select your 240 mode and the fridge on its coldest setting. Press and hold the grey button again, and it will give us the option to change again. You've got your 12 volt mode here for when you're towing down the road, so the fridge works as a cool box. That will only work when you are connected to the car you are towing with. You've then got gas on the end here. Now the fridge will self-ignite on gas. I'm not going to try and ignite it at the moment because there's no gas bottle on board. But if it failed tonight, the fridge would actually bleep at you, and it'd actually flash the flame symbol here to let you know it has not ignited. On 12 volt, you will have no option of controlling the temperature of the fridge. On gas, however, you control it in the same way as what you do on the 240 mains. So like I said, if that gas icon continues to flash, then it means it has failed to ignite on gas. Microwave, hob, grill and oven all work very much the same as your household appliances. No difference at all there. Igniter on the front of the cooker, as you'd expect to see. Then coming down to the back of the caravan, you have your toilet system. You have an electric flush on top of the toilet. You have a toilet full indicator light on the top left hand side here that indicates red when the toilet waste cassette is completely full. The toilet seat itself needs to be in the central position when you try to remove the toilet waste cassette from underneath the van. If it is turned, as you can see, which it does do, then you will not be able to remove that cassette from underneath the van. Below the toilet you have your grey waste flap, so you need to have this grey waste flap open when you are using the loo, and when you want to remove the cassette or when you're finished using the loo, we do advise you have it in the closed position. So that is the Swift Freestyle S4 SB. If you have any further questions on the caravan, please don't hesitate to give us a call here at the Caravan Company, and we'll be more than happy to help. We appreciate your business, and we look forward to seeing you here on site soon when you collect your caravan. Thank you for now. Bye bye.